Oh no! The CW announces that Arrow will end after season 8. Yeah, well, you had to have seen this coming, right? I mean, especially after you'd seen the last crossover with the Elseworlds where the Monitor told Green Arrow that you would have to make a sacrifice. I'm betting that in Crisis on Infinite Earths, Green Arrow will meet his end. Yeah. That's too bad, huh? But look, it's 8 seasons, so that's a pretty good achievement, especially in these days. So he's got that going for him. I liked the first season, and then as far as I'm concerned, the series fizzled. But it had a following, and it managed to, like I said, make 8 seasons. So pretty good on Team Arrow, if you will. So here we go. And a surprise announcement. No, it's not a surprise. Well, except perhaps that they announced it at all. But anyway, the CW has revealed that Arrow's upcoming 8th season will be its last. Series star Stephen Amell reflected on the news in a recent tweet. Playing Oliver Queen has been the greatest professional experience of my life. But you can't be a vigilante forever. Arrow will return for a final run of 10 episodes this fall. There's so much to say. For now, I just want to say thank you. Yeah. Well, if there's a lot to say, you don't do it on Twitter. But anyway, there he goes. He announced it to his fans, and they're probably like, oh, no. But, you know, like I said, 8 seasons, that's pretty good. And off he goes. When the series premiered in 2012, Arrow launched a sprawling universe, or Arrowverse, of CW shows based on DC Comics characters. The second season famously introduced Grant Gustin's Barry Allen, who later headlined The Flash, and remains probably the best of the batch out of CW. People complain about the politics in these shows, but The Flash had it, but not to the detriment of the show in total, and not to the point that it pushes you out of the show. And it just, the template seemed to work well for them. It's a template that they've kept for all the shows. Each superhero has its little team of nerds that help him out, or her, and so on and so forth. It gets really tired. But it just seems to click with the Flash, and maybe they just were fortunate with the actors they have, and I don't know, but it just seemed to work. Whereas Supergirl, it got ruined very quickly, and boy, the politics there is just like poison. Supergirl showed such potential, and then spiraled down the toilet bowl of bigotry, where it remains. So, if they need to axe another show, I'd say get rid of Supergirl. So, interestingly enough, in the original Crisis on Infinite Earths, Supergirl and the Flash met their end in that story. But it's looking like it'll be Arrow and maybe Supergirl. Yeah, but definitely Arrow, I'm thinking. He will not survive the Crisis on Infinite Earths. So here it is. They're saying, oh, we don't know how this will affect the future crossovers. Well, I'm saying this next crossover will be his last. And if he's dead, he's dead. So he won't be coming back for guest appearances. But if he survives, yeah, I suppose, if they come up with some BS way that he survives and then he can show up later on. But, yeah, whatever. So, yeah, oh boy, it was a difficult decision to come to. But like every hard decision we made for the past 7 years, it was the best of interest that Arrow had mind. Well, yeah, there is that to say that you don't really have any other ideas going forward. You figure you've done everything you can, and you got to make room and try to keep this CW DC superhero stuff going. And I'm thinking they're going to hold on to the Flash, because that's their big star. And the rumor is that they might do a Superman show. And so I'm thinking Supergirl might bow out of the crossover as well. And then there'll be a Superman show. They've already shot a pilot for the Batwoman show. And that would be another one that would come in. Legends of the DC Universe is getting the axe as well. And so now they'll have room for these other shows going forward. Now, how long can they keep this going? I don't know. I tell you the truth, I'm surprised any of this is still going. As much as I like the Flash, I don't really see it being much more of a hit beyond the CW audience, which has got to be pretty small. But there it is. They're still going with it. So, I'll keep watching it until it really gets bad and sickens me. But so far it hasn't. It still has a little charm to it. And that's the one I follow. But we'll see what Batwoman does. But look, after what they did with Supergirl, yeah, and that debut in the Elseworlds thing, that was not great. So, but, I'll give it a look-see. Black Lightning, which I don't know if they'll ever establish which universe Black Lightning is in. Is he in Supergirl's world, or is he in Crisis on Infinite Earths? The thing about Crisis on the Arrowverse, but the thing about Crisis on Infinite Earths, after it's done, that might change things around a lot finally, where they can merge those together to where they're in the same universe. Very much like what happened at the end of the comic book story. So that'll be interesting. But anyway, congratulations, Mr. Amell. You did 8 seasons, and in this day and age, that's commendable. And I guess that leaves it open for a new Green Arrow, perhaps in the movie versions now, or maybe even on the DC app. I don't know. So we'll have to wait and see. But there you go. No more Arrow for CW. Thanks for watching and listening. Say, while you're here, why not check out that link description below? That'll take you to my many stores that have plenty of goodies for you. That's right, you. Bye-bye.